What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and it's another year, another Galaxy release, the Galaxy S21 Ultra. So completely redesigned, new lens, and all new materials. So let's go ahead and compare the Galaxy S21 Ultra with the all-new Gorilla Glass Victus. This is the toughest Gorilla Glass yet, versus Apple's iPhone 12 Pro Max with a ceramic shield, which is tougher than any smartphone glass. I think it's going to be a very interesting test here between the best from Samsung, the best from Apple, and of course this is a yearly tradition since the Galaxy S6. Now on the Galaxy we have an aluminum frame, on the iPhone stainless steel. Apple's already looking into titanium for the iPhone, which I think will make a very interesting drop test. Glass is still susceptible to breaking, to cracking. Let's see which one is better and at which heights. So we'll do the usual, waist height, go to head height, and even higher if we have to. And another thing to note is on the Galaxy S21 Ultra, we have an aluminum lens surround, which is built into the body. It's an interesting design. I like that Samsung's trying something new here. And all of the individual lenses are shielded, unlike on the 12 Pro Max, so those jut out. We've recently learned that on the 13 Pro Max, it'll be a clean, flat slate made of sapphire glass. Also, I love the color. This is the Aura Silver. Looks beautiful. Oh, and before I forget, these both have screen protectors, so I want to remove those. And the built-in one on the S21 Ultra. Also, we've got the fingerprint sensor, so we'll be testing that throughout the video, the cameras, seeing which internal components get damaged and might not survive even a slight tumble. And starting with the waist height, so Galaxy S21 Ultra, in 3, 2, 1. That's a beastly phone, but in comparison, I like how sleek the flat frame on the 12 Pro Max feels. In 3, 2, 1. So nice ding there in the stainless steel and in the aluminum here. Generally, stainless steel does hold up better to falls. Yeah, most of that rubbed off, but okay. Let's go on the back. The 21 Ultra is protected by Victus on the rear and the front. I think the lens will make contact first here. Same with the 12 Pro Max. This one has ceramic on the front and back. All right, 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone, 3, 2, 1. So that triggered the vibration motor. iPhone is okay, and S21 Ultra is okay. So it made impact right here on the corner of the lens. This actually might be a great security feature as far as durability. All right, looking good. And the front. So after that waist height fall, the screen is acting erratically on the 12 Pro Max. That is strange. So locking it, just reset it. So the screen on the S21 Ultra curves ever so slightly. It's nice when swiping, but might actually contribute to more broken displays. Apple actually tucked away the display into that steel band, and they claim that improves the durability. Let's test it out in a 3, 2, 1. Nice little smack, and 3, 2, 1. Little hop and a skip. 12 Pro Max is okay, and the S21 Ultra is okay. And a quick little demo of the cameras. So just to ensure everything is in working order here. Yep. And the biometrics. So unlock them, and got fingerprint unlock here and Face ID, which is both working. Taking it up a notch, the head height test here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. So the way the screen curves actually makes it hit face down. 3, 2, 1. Actually pretty good on the 12 Pro Max. Just scuffed, and not a big deal, but the fact that it's reflective, it's more visible. On the S21 Ultra, got a nice little nick here. So the aluminum definitely is not as sturdy as the stainless. Victus is still in good shape. Okay, rear. Will the lens protect the S21 Ultra? In 3, 2, 1. Oh, what just happened there? This little guy just jumped out. So the 3 times telephoto optical zoom lens. The cover is adhered with a very weak adhesive. I'm actually very surprised to find that. I guess that's something that wouldn't happen on an iPhone, as everything here is fused, but build quality. And the 12 Pro Max, we'll see what the lenses do in 3, 2, 1. And everything looks peachy. So we're making contact here on the corner, and the lenses, as you can see, the lenses have a very thin rim around them, and that is digging into the concrete. Otherwise, the glass is doing its job, holding up perfectly. So this one is the smackdown that might do these guys in. Curved Victus glass. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was loud. And 12 Pro Max in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so slightly on the edge, but did survive. So that dug in right here and here. And Victus is victorious. No damage. At this point, both are evenly matched. They have both survived head height falls from all angles. And biggest damage here is pretty much lens cover being ripped away from its housing and scratches. And just to make sure that everything is in working order before we proceed, lenses all look good. Fingerprint and Face ID both working. So I guess we just go even higher because these refuse to die. Let's bring in the ladder. Let's start with the Victus and trying to drop it on its side from near 10 feet in 3, 2, 1. Wow, that was quite a tumble, and I can see that it survived. And the 12 Pro Max in 3, 2, 1. And basically the same fall that this guy just went through. And wow, I am stunned. Looking fantastic. The rear glass is slightly separating, but the adhesive they're using there seems to be doing its job very well. On the front, still looking good. Front here is still okay, but yeah, that's completely ruined. Final test displays near 10 feet, and we're recording on these guys on the way down. Final and ultimate test in 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Face down in 3, 2, 1. So what do we got? Oh, wow. Okay, so the iPhone has survived. There it is. The S21, oh, yikes. Yeah, the display is shot. That is some serious damage. A lot jutting out. It's going to get in your skin. Let's see what works and what doesn't after such serious falls. Face ID confirmed to work. And fingerprint not working. With broken glass like this, I am unable to get the fingerprint sensor working on the S21 Ultra. So that may be a serious problem. And a little bonus for you. We're about to launch our Gen 2 Crystal Series, $30, included FlowLab screen protector. And now let's do a couple drops, 10 feet. I think you won't find a better value than this guy at the price point. Dropping in 3, 2, 1. All right, that was on its face and perfect. What makes contact is these corners, the claws, which we have innovated. Very happy with how this all came together. Another Gen 2 Crystal drop test, 10 feet, 3, 2, 1. Whew, another one straight on the front. And notice how it did that nice hop. Screen protector, untouched. Because we have so much distance between the ground, it tends to do very well in the drop tests, and it protects the rear finish if you do happen to drop it on the rear. And another one in 3, 2, 1. And back looks flawless, still in perfect working order. 3, 2, 1. Flawless. So it's a very tight fit, a lot more comfortable than it looks. We shaved the sides, gave it a pinky rest, and feels very solid. And there you have it. The latest and greatest from Corning. Actually did a solid job. I love what they did with the lens here. Adds more to the durability. Screen though, not so lucky with its curved edges. Fingerprint sensor no longer works. 12 Pro Max held up on the front, and the rear did pretty good until the 10-foot drop, which is what broke both of these. But I'd say they're pretty even in strength actually. Fierce competition, doing great as always. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.